All right. Good evening once again, everywhere. Just confirm if you can hear me. All right, that's nice. My name is Yasir Sanusi from the ABU-SRC Student Career Advancement Committee, and I'll be your moderator for tonight. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the official public launch and unveiling of the ABU Student Career Advancement Plan 1.0. So before we begin, I would love you to keep your mics muted throughout the session, and towards the end, there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions. So why are we gathered all here this evening? So you know that the university gives you certificates, but in order to succeed in your career, you need skills, right? So we kind of realized that the student at Ahmadu Bello University's area need proper support to build them for what they'll be meeting in life after campus. But I'll not say much. I will leave it to my chairman. So Mr. Chairman, I would give you the floor, but before I give it for, let me kind of introduce you. So I'll be calling on to Mr. Ubaidullah Al-Hassan, who will officially unveil the Career Advancement Plan 1.0. Chairman, over to you, sir.
To confirm, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I think it's echoing.
Yeah, echoing, but I can still hear you.
Okay, it's no longer echoing, but can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining here. Um, it's truly an honor to be here this evening. Vedla Hassan, a 400 level pharmacy student and the chairman of the Student Career Advancement Committee. Okay, I think Omeza's mic is okay. It has been taken care of. Thank you. So just a little bit of introduction before we start the unveiling. We found out that compared to students in other universities, like students in other universities, ABU students have minimal work experience and exposure. And there's a saying that you can only strive or work for what you are exposed to. You cannot aim for what you are not exposed to. So the greatest investment an undergraduate can make is in their exposure. It's very important that you are exposed because as an undergraduate student, there are endless possibilities that surround you. As an undergraduate student, there are so many opportunities that are open to you. There are so many things. What we found out that the only thing many ABU students know or used to put on their head is naturally ahead, naturally ahead. We just keep saying naturally ahead when we are going behind. For you to be naturally ahead, you need to be in touch with the current national and global trends. We have students that are doing things, big things on the national and international level. And if we truly want to be or reflect the naturally ahead that we are as Abu said, it's very important that we invest in our exposure. We need to invest in our exposure, which was what inspired the creation of this committee. This committee is the first of its kind, and depending on how we give our best to it and how we make the most of this opportunity, we hope to lay a solid foundation for people that will come before us because we don't want this committee to end with us. We want it to continue even in next administrations. They will also have their own version of this committee and it will continue to impact students. There is this popular saying where people say school is a scam. That is, um, there's this saying where people say school is a scam, that going to school is a waste of time. But that is one statement that people make due to lack of exposure. I use myself as an example. There is this myth people have that students studying health courses, it's only academics. At least we have students in social science, we have students in physical science, we have students in law, we have students in business school. But the chairman of this committee speaking now is a pharmacy student. So see that as an undergraduate student, you have so much potential. There's a lot you can do. This is how you can build yourself. This how you can work towards gaining more experience. That you have so much opportunities before graduating from the university. I came into Ahmadu Bello University without any exposure, no award, no honors, no scholarship. I couldn't even talk to people. But here I am now, addressing everybody, leading this committee. By recommendation, I was recommended to lead this committee, and this committee is the first of its kind. So if you're a student in 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, or you are in your final year, you know that there's a lot you can do. These 4 or 5 or 6 years that you have, it's just like a priceless gift you have. And if you do not make the most of it, you will finish and you wish you did more. Okay, I'm currently in 400 level. By God's grace, I'm graduating in 5. And hello, Juliana, your mic. People will tell me that you have won a lot, you have done a lot, you have achieved a lot as a student. But if I can go back to 100 level, I wish I did more. I wish I had access to exposure. I wish I had access to some opportunities that I have now. I wish I knew better. I would have done more. So no matter how you do much as a student, whenever you are graduating, you wish you did more. So that's why opportunities are here like this. And that is what inspired the creation of the Student Career Advancement Plan 1.0. It's the first of its kind because we are trying to bridge a gap. We are trying to solve that problem. Why are our graduates going into the outside world and they are finding it hard to navigate? Why are our graduates finishing with 0 years of work experience when you can gain work experience as a student? Why are we having graduates who do not know how to write CV, who do not know how to write letters, who do not know how to write email? We have graduates who cannot speak in public. We have graduates who cannot introduce themselves, who cannot present themselves professionally, but they pass through the 4 walls of the university. All these are things that are very basic for some students in other universities or some parts of the world. Be reminded that your competition is not with your class, it's not with people in your university. You are going to the outside world where you are going to meet people from other universities. Then, for those of us who are fortunate, and by God's grace, we are all working towards making it to the top. You are going in the global space where you are going to meet students who had it better than you, conducive environment. So, how can you make yourself not the best version, at least as much as you can, is to maximize the time you have in the university. That's why we have the Student Career Advancement Plan, and we hope that this is the beginning of something beautiful. For those just joining, once again, I'm Vedla Hassan, 400 level pharmacy student, chairman of the Student Career Advancement Committee. So, when we were appointed, as Student Career Advancement Committee. Nothing like this has been done in Ahmadu Bello University. You know, for a long time, previous administrations just focus on, let's say, aluta or some things that building structures, building chair, building all these things. All these are not projects. The best investment you can make as a leader is to invest in people, invest in human beings, invest in your followers. And these are investments that people will carry even beyond their time in the university. It will continue to help them. So for those of us that are still in the university, it's a very rare opportunity and it can never be overemphasized. So when we were appointed, we did a survey. We sent Google form, a survey which reached all across the universities, and within 2 days we had over 500. Less than 2 days, we had over 500 responses. Our questions were collecting things like, do you have any work experience? Do you believe that as a student you can get work experience before you graduate? Are you on LinkedIn? Do you know how to write a CV? Are you confident? We asked all these questions. Then I find out that 57% of ABU students are having this problem and they need to fill an essential growth gap. That is, we are limited. We are not thinking beyond the classroom. So we are a visionary committee that was committed to help students gain clarity in their academic and their career journey. One thing about career clarity is that for a long time, you surely be confused when you graduate from the university. Ah, what next? What should I do? But at least if you start gaining clarity before graduating, you will things will be much more easier for you. You find things easier. Then what is our purpose? Our purpose is to make students become more prepared, skilled, and positioned for life after school. We keep talking about life after school. The truth is, life after school is a longer time than life within school. And this time we have in school is when we have to sow the seeds. We use it to sow the seeds that will help us after we graduate from the university. That's like, so what is the problem we are trying to solve? The problems we are solving are: number one, we are trying to navigate blind spots. Students may have chosen careers, we may have chosen courses without proper guidance. But one thing you should know is that um, there's no useless course. It's not the course you are studying, it's the value you create for yourself that will help you in the long run. Maybe education. It's only here in ABU or here in Nigeria where you say, I'm studying education, and people underrate you. People say you're wasting your time. But do you know that if you study education and you look at it from a problem solving perspective on a national and international level, and you are very consistent, you are going to do great things. But if we continue to think the same way, linear, like we are not thinking differently, we are not trying to do different things, we'll keep having the same outcome. So no course is useless. Experience gap. As a student, you can have work experience. Like for example, me, I already have 2+ years of work experience because I started in 200 level. So you can have work experience as a student. Then hidden opportunities. Opportunities are not hidden, it's just information. If I enter my Instagram, my Chrome browser, first thing that will come up is opportunity. So it's how you position yourself that these opportunities will be the one to find you or you easily get them. So opportunities are hidden to many students in Ahmadu Bello University. How can we make the most of these opportunities? How can we keep them informed? That's one of the problems we are trying to solve. Then post-graduation uncertainty. We have people who get their job, a job before they graduate. We have people who spend years after graduating without a job. So all these are problems we are trying to solve. You see, there are like two sides, two different edges, and they are like the realities are different depending on how we make the most of our time in the university. Then limited network access. As a student, do you only know people in your department? Do you only know people in your faculty? We live in a digital world where you are supposed to know at least five people in every department or faculty in ABU. If you are coming to ABU, if it's just to come to class, go back to your hostel and repeat, then you should have just stayed in an open university where all the courses are offered online. There's a reason why we are here in the university. There's a reason why we are bounded by 4 physical walls so that we interact with each other. When we are done with our 4 or 5 or 6 years in the university, you are not going to find an environment where you have so many people you meet every day, so many people within proximity that you can connect with. So these are problems that we are trying to solve. So what are our mission and our objectives? Our mission and objectives are We are going to help our students gain career guidance and clarity. We are going to help our students gain in-demand skills. We are going to provide mentorship and access to professionals for our students. We are going to improve the level of career awareness. And we are going to provide internship and job opportunities. I think in ABU, the only students that try, law students, they easily have internships, and maybe students in business school, they have internships. And these are the ones that even try, because you can be a law student and a business school student, you graduate without any internship. But even students studying physical science, life science, health courses can have internships while they are. It's not after you graduate you start doing these things. Even as a student you can do these things, you can have work experience as a student. But this how our minds are wired to think that, oh, we can't do beyond our environment, we can accept our reality, that, oh, this how things are. Even people tell us, oh, if you do anything like this, so they know they do am more. Kai, you say, oh yeah, now I know if you do am, like you just agree that that is the reality. We settle for less easily because other people around us are not doing it. Then we have already conditioned ourselves that, okay, we can't do beyond our reality. That's why it's very important to invest your exposure. You hear what other students are doing. Students that are gaining opportunities, grants, scholarships, fellowships, free, fully funded flights as students. Some they their academic performance is not even as good as yours, or they don't have the skills or potential, but because they shot their shot, they know how to position themselves, they have the information and the exposure, the mentorship that they need, they will be able to maximize these opportunities. Then you that have so much potential, you will just be in your corner and time will pass you by. Information has a very key role to play, and that is why we are here to bridge this gap. Next slide. Is that all? Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to create career development workshops. If you check our community, you find out that we have different groups. We have a group for CV writing, we have a group for interviews, we have a group for networking, we have a group for essay writing and public speaking, we have a group for what we have a group for work and career growth, we have another group for maximizing local and global opportunities. We find out that this is how we can divide the different aspects of career and professional development for students. Any student that is able to know all this to an extent has, I would say, has successfully achieved career and professional growth as a student to a significant extent. So that's why we divided our community into this. Then we are going to have opportunity awareness campaigns. And one thing that even made me appointed as the ABU-SRC Student Career Advancement Committee Chairman. Last year, I was in 300 level and I was accepted into the NHS Scholars Program. It's a fully funded opportunity, and people consider it as the best opportunity for an undergraduate student. So I was one of the people that mobilized ABU students to apply this year, and we had over 300 applications from Ahmadu Bello University, higher than last year, because last year we had barely 200 applications. Some students found out that, so there's opportunity like this, I don't think I'm good enough, I don't think I'm good enough, will they select me? And a lot of students like that, they are currently in the final stage, and if they are selected, their life is going to change for good, because if you get that opportunity, your life is going to change for good. So you see, all this is just because they had the information, they were exposed, they saw the possibility that since this person can achieve this, I can also achieve it. So you need the exposure, you need to be surrounded by these possibilities. You need to be in an environment where you're constantly being reminded that, oh, don't settle for less, you can be more as a student, you can do a lot as a student. So that's why we created the student career advancement community, to keep our students on track. As you have a class, a system that is helping you excel academically, you should also have a system that is helping you excel professionally. Then we'll have industry talks and mentorship sessions, and we'll also have skill building programs. One of our programs we are going to have is, we are going to have a program for 100 level students, because we want to like solve the problem from the roots. So 100 level students, that are going to second semester now, we are going to like create a special program for them, give them orientation, because you can't be a student in university. You have a very high academic, you have never applied for scholarship, you have never gained anything, then it's wasted. So we give them special attention. Then, oh, you're a 100 level student, you're going to spend 4 years in the university, you're going to spend 5 years in university. These are things you can do, this is how you can get things done, these are skills you need to learn. So them getting it early, this is going to be our launchpad program for 100 level students, where we help them navigate their career and professional growth. Then we are also going to have workshops, periodic workshops to help students in these key areas. Then our main aim is the career fest. We are going to have the career fest, which we plan to be the biggest student career event in northern Nigeria. We just hope it turns out well. So that is going to be our main program for this administration. Then we will lay a solid foundation for other administrations to build upon, because this is 1.0. We want to create an Ahmadu Bello University where students will no longer settle for less, where students will hear some things, will no longer hear some things and say, ah, is it possible? Or some students say, ah, they know they do this one. How, you sure? If you do this for a student, no. We want students that can dream big, students that believe that as students they can achieve a lot. So that is just, in fact, the mindset shift is what we want to do. We want to change the mindset of ABU students so that they will believe in endless possibilities. So our vision is to create an Ahmadu Bello University where students are more career aware, where you don't have to wait till you graduate from the university before you start working towards your career and professional growth. We want to create an Ahmadu Bello University where students are equipped with the skills they need to succeed in their various professions. As we said, no course is a scam, no course is useless. So whichever course you are studying, you can excel in it if you build value. Then we want to create an Ahmadu Bello University where our students are globally competitive. We want to be more than University of Lagos, more than University of Ibadan. And as I said earlier, the best investment a leader can make is in his followers. The best investment you can make as a student is in yourself. So that investment, we want to make the investment in Ahmadu Bello University student that will make our students excel within, during, and after their time as students of the university. There are two type of competition. Um, so depending on how exposed you are, you may think, ah, just me and people in my class. Then you constrain yourself. Then if you look at it, people in the university, then you look at it. Then you can go higher. Oh, it's me against people in Nigeria. Then you realize that, I wish I did more when I was a student in the university. Then you think, okay, it's now me against people in the world, people from India, people from China, people from all across Nigeria. And we have Nigerians that are doing great things, so we don't have any excuse. Because these same Nigerians that came to ABU, that came to UNILAG, that came to all these federal universities, they are doing great things, they are representing us well. So how can we maximize the opportunity we have now as students to prepare ourselves for that future where we will be relevant on the global stage? So this is the time we have to sow those seeds. It's never too late and it's never too early. So there's a lot we can do. Then we want to have students that are very confident about their future. Confidence is something that's very important. See me here speaking, chairman of Student Career Advancement Committee. When I was in 100 level, I didn't know how to talk to people. I was very shy. But I'm here addressing people. If they do any broadcast style, I'll be chairman. And I said, I'm a pharmacy student, and students studying health courses are usually seen as people that are only inclined toward their academics, they can't do anything. So you see that as a student, regardless of your circumstance, you can start from scratch and build yourself to the peak, and build yourself to the peak where people will want to hear you speak, where people will look for you because you have value. So how can you build yourself that way as a student and you become more confident about your future? That is why we have the Student Career Advancement Community that hopefully by the end of your time as a student in Ahmadu Bello University, you will not only pass through Ahmadu Bello University, Ahmadu Bello University will also pass through you. So with this, we public we are done with the public launching and will officially unveil the Student Career Advancement Plan 1.0, the first of its kind, and hopefully the first of many more to come in Ahmadu Bello University. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Uh, so, as you all know, he has given us a brief on what the Student Advancement Career Plan is all about and the vision. So we are supposed to have the SRC present here with us, but since he's not in the call, Mr. Chairman, can we give room for other committee members to kind of chip in if they have any contributions to make?
Okay, yes, that would be nice. Is any other member of the committee that is on the call, you may proceed. Maybe just a few minutes. Introduce yourself, your name, your level, and your position in the committee. Who do we have on the call?
Uh, Sheriff is on the call. I think you should speak up. Sheriff, are you with us? Can you hear me?
Okay, I don't think he's on the call anymore. So if he was the only one that was on the call, I think we can leave the floor open for students, our leaders here, to ask any questions they have.
Yes, and before anyone asks question, I can spot someone who is very passionate about student development. He's one of our graduates from Ahmadu Bello University, and well, I've interacted with him. I've seen the beautiful things he have done, and he's kind of exceptional and so surprising, and so we are so honored to have him here. So, Mr. Ibrahim Tajuddin, I know you didn't expect me to call your name, but please, if you can hear me, please. I don't know if you have something to say. We are really happy to have you in the call. Okay, I think he just left the call. So let's make the ground open. If you have any question or any inquiries, you can ask.
You can raise your hand and you will give it permission to proceed, or you can unmute your mic. Just that it shouldn't be rowdy. I think Sheriff has raised his hand. Sheriff, you may proceed. You're a member of the committee. Just introduce yourself, name, level, position in the committee, and proceed.
Good evening, everyone. Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
All right. Sorry, for quite a while, my network was fluctuating, so I didn't catch the part of when I could come in and talk. So, good evening once again. I'm Sharif Aramide Lawal. I'm a 300 level accounting student from Faculty of Management Science, and then I'm privileged to be part of this wonderful committee, the Student Career Advancement Committee, and I serve as the head of sponsorship for the Student Career Advancement Committee.
Okay, thank you so much, Sheriff, for being here, making it out of your time schedule to join.
And we have been blessed. And
I think there's a network issue from his end. Am I the only one that can hear him?
very sorry, my network is fluctuating. So I
Okay, yes, I
feel
can hear you now.
that's basically my portfolio. And yes, my advice or just bit I just want to state is, like, for us to be successful, as the chairman has introduced plans and then things we have in plan for the students, right? We need full cooperation from the whole of the students, right? So basically, if you are doing anything for the students, for it to be achievable, we need full cooperation from the students. So it's a win-win for everybody. For the committee to be successful, to be able to impact in students, students must be fully committed to working with the committee. So thank you so very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sherry. So I can see a question in the message section which says, I want to ask, when will the workshops and seminars really begin? And I also want to suggest that the scope is also thrown far and wide for real national development. Thank you. So I will leave this to the chairman to answer his question.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Gabriel, for the suggestion. Yes, we are going to start immediately. We're going to start. It's going to be virtual before we do this physical when we resume. We believe in the fact that you can do as much as you can with the little you have. So we don't have to wait till we resume. So as soon as possible, we are going to start. That's why we made it a formal process. We launch it, formalities, then we'll dive right into action. Then when we resume, we'll meet, we'll have physical workshops. And can we make it, can we scale it up for real national development? Let's see how it will go. Though this is the first year of the committee's existence, and usually when things like this want to be scaled for real national development, they will say 5 year plan, 5 year blueprint, 10 year blueprint. But let's see how it will go. We just hope that the foundation will be strong enough and people that will come, that will emerge, the leaders that will emerge due to our mindset shift plan will be able to put this, like move the committee forward beyond this time. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much for your response. So please, if you have more questions, you can type it on the chat box or you can raise your hand. And if there is no one talking, you can speak.
Okay, I
So
think
yeah.
I think Mr. Uzuho Chibuzo asked a question. Yes, you can. In fact, as a 100 level student, you can have a CV. You don't have to wait. As a 100 level student, you can have a CV as long as you have some experience. That is one of the things we are going to build students for. There is this myth that students have that it's only when you've graduated from the university that you can have CV, you need to know how to write letters, you need to do interview. No, even as students, you can do all these things. So we are going to put all members of our committee that are ready to maximize the opportunity, because opportunity is one side of everything. Maximizing the opportunity. There's difference between availability of an opportunity and maximizing the opportunity. You may have an opportunity and you not maximize it. So the opportunity being here is one. You being ready to maximize another. So we hope that everybody will cooperate and will be able to maximize the opportunity we have to our full potential. All this and others will benefit hopefully through our efforts and through your own cooperation. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So any more questions, please? All right. So Mr. Chairman, how can different students from across the school be part of this committee? Like, let's say, by promoting its activities, and also what's the benefit of being part of this committee? Like, how can students participate and how can they get updated with whatever is happening within this committee?
Okay, 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 that is a question you're asking. Just
Yes.
by being a member of our community, we have a WhatsApp community where we send all the updates, and we don't want to just make it like how many other communities are doing, that they'll just broadcast and everybody will just receive it from their group. No, we want to have everybody within the community. So if you are not yet on the WhatsApp community, you can request. It was shared recently, but after now we are going to rebroadcast it again to all faculty and department groups for everybody to join, because only those that are there in the community that will be able to benefit from our update from all. Some people are, they are going to share it to some people and they'll see the link, they'll not join. Some people joined the community, they left. They do not. You know that we as students we have different interests, we have different things. Some people are more interested in some parts, some people are more interested in when some people find themselves in spaces where that does not align with their interests. They do not feel comfortable, they just want to leave. So that is it. That's why exposure is very important, because many students here in ABU are wired to think that all these things are not important. What CV or what this one is giving money? What am I benefiting from it? We have instant gratification where we want something to benefit us fast, fast, fast. That's why we cannot commit ourselves to the process of growth. But believe me and you, all these things are very important, and there are still things that we are going to learn how to do even when we graduate. So why not learn how to do them now when the risk is not very high, when we don't really have much to lose? If we learn them now, if we know how to do these things now, if we are exposed to some of these things now, they will give us an edge. And we hope and pray that everything works out for good. Thank you very much.
All right. Omiza Fatima is asking if a recent graduate can join. So I don't know what she means by join. Is it the WhatsApp group or is it
Okay.
benefits from our
Yes,
activity?
yes. If you're a recent graduate, you can join the community. Sure, it's open to everyone. I even saw some of my contacts that are not from ABU, they join the community. So, see, that's one thing about opportunity. When you just find yourself within a space and you can benefit, even if it's not for ABU, you just find yourself, you join. As long as the knowledge and the opportunity is something that can impact you positively. So, it's open.
All right.
Um,
Another Caleb Austin is asking, what practical step would you advise students to start taking now so we can turn these opportunities into real career growth before graduation? Basically, what our committee is trying to help you achieve.
okay. So, this question is it's a very objective question depending on the course you are studying. So the first thing is that you just need to start. You need to. There's what one strategy that I usually recommend. Find where are you now. You call it A. Then you call it zone A, where you are now. Then zone C, where do you want to get to? Who are the people that you want to be like? What do you want to be in the future? Zone A and zone C. Then in between zone A and zone C, there's zone B. This zone B is going to be filled of things, steps that you need to take for you to become that person that you want to, for you to achieve what you want to achieve. So what are those tips that you need to do? What are those skills that you need to build? Who are those people that you need to know? What are those things that you need to get? If it's award, if it's scholarship, if it's all these things, if it's a grade or all, what are they? You list them. Then you start taking steps to achieve them one after the other. But if you are not exposed, if you do not have information, you will keep believing that it's not possible, it's not possible for me to be able to do all these things. But when you are exposed, when you are in an environment that keeps equipping you with information, that keeps pushing you towards fulfilling your potential as a student, you will see that all this and more are achievable. So you just need to start and you need to be exposed. Keep yourself in an environment that always challenge you to grow, that always challenge you to think beyond where you are, that always challenge you to aim higher, that always challenge you to become a better version of yourself. If you take academics and we take academic from a lot of people now, we are not, there's no personal value we have. So as much as academics is important, career and professional development growth is important because we are in school. Academics is a pathway to our career and professional development. So the knowledge is just our system that is flawed. We are supposed to be trained in the both. As we are trained academically, that's why you find some lecturers when they come to class, they will talk about life. They sometimes we think they are making us, but no, they are actually telling us the reality. Because as much as what we do in classroom is also important, what we face outside the classroom is also important. So that's why the committee is here to help bridge the gap and to make students maximize all the opportunities they can before graduation. Thank you.
All right. So please, if you're on this call and you are not in the group, Just give me a moment. Let me search for the link and then drop it in the message section. And you can join and also share it with others so they can also join.
Does anyone have any other question? If you have any question, you may raise your hand or you drop it in the chat box. Okay, I was about to say, if there's no question, moderator should close. Okay, Abubakar said you may proceed. Are you going to unmute your mic? Yes, you may proceed. You may unmute your mic.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you for this wonderful season. It's indeed a great um virtual season. I'm not the one that wants to ask the question. Is one of my colleague. He's a disability, so he would like to ask the question. Ask the question.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Abdusalam from Faculty of Education. I seriously want to appreciate you all for a great opportunity like this and for having it in mind, as the chairman has rightly said earlier. So may God continue to see you guys through and make us to achieve this at the end of the day. So I just want to ask and plead that please, persons with disability should be carried along, because with all the agendas, programs that the chairman has listed out earlier, I did not hear anything regarding to persons with disability. So please, you should always keep us in mind that yes, we are here, despite sometimes information is not getting to the appropriate destination. So, and I still want to encourage the community that uh, people who are joining this, okay, let me just say, joining this movement is maybe is a choice. It's matter of choice. Yes, it's matter of choice, because I remembered very well that the chairman was complaining that there are some people who join and they also left. Yes, it's true, but that one should not maybe discourage you guys and make you to have another uh, thought. So I just pray God Almighty will make us to achieve our goal. Thank you very much. So please, we should be carried along. Thank you.
Okay, yes, thank you so much for this suggestion. The fact that we really think from this angle, it's a very nice suggestion. So we'll make sure that we incorporate that into our plans for students. We are all one community. How can we also carry a special population of the university along in implementing our plans? Thank you so much, sir. Any other questions or suggestions? And in addition, we are going to launch a call for faculty ambassadors, that is students in the various faculties, all the faculties in Ahmadu Bello University that will be representing us. So when the applications come out, you may anticipate it and apply. If your application works, you will be representing the Student Career Advancement Committee in your faculty. Thank you. Somebody raised their hand. Peter, you may proceed.
Yes, good evening all. Indeed, all what Mr. Chairman and yourself have said is quite commendable, and I also want to applaud Mr. President for such an initiative. One thing I want to ask is the university advancement, this thing, is it career advancement or what have you called the final year? I don't know if that is also inculcated in this 0.1. Reason being that I think there's a program they are about to host also concerning final year, how that has to do with our environment and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's in partnership with this particular one or that one is different, while this also is also different.
Okay, no, that one is from the university management. But now that you've said it, we'll try to see how we can do something probably towards the end of our administration, maybe a pack or something that all graduates of Ahmadu Bello University will live with. Like, we'll see how we can suggest it, because one of our roles is also to push ideas to the university management to see how the university management can make it a compulsory requirement that before graduating from Ahmadu Bello University, you must have gained um, certain skills and certain exposure in knowing how to do something, so that know how any student that graduated from ABU must have known how to write CV, know how to write email, know how to do something. So we'll make it something that will be like established, and it will be somehow compulsory. It should even be compulsory, because some of these things that we are treating as if they are optional, they are actually compulsory. They should be compulsory because the world has evolved. The world is no more like the world of yesterday, where people ordinarily being a graduate, you are already, but no, now you have to graduate and you have to prove it that you have that value. So try to see how all this can become normal for final year students that are about to graduate from the university, and we'll see how we can partner with the university management, because one thing that we've also noticed about all these programs is that sometimes all these programs are just for show. One time program, we'll do it once and there will not be any continuity. So one thing we are going to see how we can focus on is continuity. We should do a program today and we should be able to measure the impact even beyond the time of the program. We should be able to follow up. We should be able to do it multiple times so that it can reinforce the impact that was made. And thank you so much once again for the suggestion.
All right. So, in answers to any question, with the permission of the committee chairman, I will be
You will be okay. Sorry, we lost you, I think. Am I the only
Can
one
you
that
hear me,
can't?
please?
I guess we can hear you now.
All right. I said that with your permission, if there is no other question, we will be closing the call.
Okay. Thank you for closing statement. Thank you so much once again, everyone, for joining us. It's truly an honor, and we hope that this is going to be the beginning of something beautiful for us, something beautiful for every student of Ahmadu Bello University. And with this, we publicly close the public launch. We officially close the public launching and unveiling of the Ahmadu Bello University Student Career Advancement Plan 1.0, the first of its kind, and hopefully the first of many more to come. We made sure to record the session for those who missed it, and hopefully for reference purposes. So that is one thing we hope to do as time goes on. Any session we have will be recorded so that students will benefit, but still highly recommended that are here, because if you are not here, we won't have been able to call. So make sure you are on the community for more updates, and wishing us all the best. Thank you once again.